que tú eres millonario, tú mandas en tu barrio, y que tú eres. Un chisme, y me va Bonnie, Hydrisi, Diablo Lloren, Money Way, sabe los sellos, oíste.
Now I ain't tune with the realest. Ain't got no business. Claiming you real. Streets is fresh out of love. Ain't got no feelings. Pull up looking like villains. Whip ain't got no ceiling. Catch me sauced up, might be dripping in a brand new drop. Might be whipping up and down your block. F my city, that on lock. Talking ain't got no guap. Wanna get me sitting on top.
Rock to the beat, rock to the beat, rock to the beat, rock out if you ain't no slouch. Rock to the beat, rock to the beat, rock to the beat. Good vibes, y'all know what I'm about. Racks in the bank, racks on my mom's, racks on my girl, big racks. I don't care about clout. Ride for my fan, ride for my crew, ride for my town. F-town, I'm always stay down. Slide on the beat, slide on the beat, slide on the beat. Shot of Spence got the F-town bounce. Get off the wall, gon' get you some cash, gon' get you some. Stop standing around. Cash going up, rain coming down, drip, drip. We don't see no drought. Dodging it, dodging it, dodging it. Skirt, GPS reroute. Slide on the beat, slide on the beat, slide on the beat. Spence Lee got the F-town bounce. Young shot of Spence gon' slide on the beat, slide on the beat. I cannot be no slouch. Fly as a bird, tag on my shirt, some I cannot pronounce. Babes on my feet like the Hollywood walk. All I see is stars when I look down. Bounce up and down, shake up and down, little girl, cause you know that you bad. Bounce up and down, shake up and down, I don't care. One of a kind, they can't copy my style, so I know that they mad. Ladies love me, ladies love me, ladies love me, I don't need.
Ball surveying the defense. Miller outside. Kicks to Williams. And Bamba pulls it down.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The guard and off guard are Ball and Martin. Miller is out there with Bridges, and it's Williams at the center locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now Ball, after Robert Covington missed from long range. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges. Misses. 4th time against 7 makes in this game. Philadelphia's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Greg, there has been some talk of having overtime played to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, more certainty on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
The offensive rebound. And that one is good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here's Melton. Clark, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. Then you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
Well, Clark, even with all their roster movement, all the player moves they've made, the 76ers have managed to have sustained success.
You know what, Kevin, I agree. Their roster has gone through a lot of changes recently with key players being moved, which makes it even harder to sustain success. But they've found a way to keep winning.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Bridges. Trey Mann, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Micic in for Ball. Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
Never good to lose a player to fouls, but fortunately, he's not the only talent they have. They've got other guys that can fill his spot.
And Embiid drops them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And stolen by Payne. Healed outside. And he banks in the layup.
And that's not easy. But Hield is an effective scorer who's capable of finishing through that kind of defense.
Here's Micic. Payne covering. Micic's shot is good. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid kicks to Payne. Second shot opportunity, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 15 points in just the second half. Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Inside, Williams. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And the other thing we've seen them do well tonight is draw fouls. Time and time again throughout this game, they've won trips to the line and converted.
Miller's checked in for Martin. Embiid against Williams, and Embiid throws it down.
You know, with his size and offensive versatility, the defense really has its hands full with Embiid.
Here's Micic, passes it to Williams. And with the new CBA, Clark, one thing that again didn't get any traction, the franchise tag.
Yeah, not surprising. I mean, if a guy really wants to leave a team these days, most of the time a trade will be made. It doesn't necessarily have to get to free agency. Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Miller, no luck.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the Hornets shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Mann passes to Micic. Here's Mann. Pass to Micic. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Martin. Philadelphia's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Here's Embiid. Good on the bucket. Embiid's got 8 here in the quarter.
Defense goes right at Embiid, but that size and strength of his, he just powers right through him.
Here's Micic. Miller outside. From the wing. They get it back. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid.
Embiid, third personal foul. At the line for 2.
That's good from Williams. Since returning to Charlotte in 2004, Clark, wins have been hard to come by for the Hornets.
Yeah, they haven't been able to make it out of the first round. But things finally seem to be trending up. They've got a lot of young talent on their roster, and if that talent grows, better days are ahead.
Paul Reed's checked in for the 76ers. That one falls, so he hits both of them. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA, Greg, that 7-year deal just signed?
Well, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
Payne kicks to Melton. And the 3 off target. Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding
for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Joel Embiid.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Micic. Out to Miller. For the three. Sinks the triple.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Brandon Miller.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now Payne. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
It's Hornets ball.
Here's Mann. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, buddy. You're coming off the bench now. How have you responded to being in that sixth-man role?
Look at it professional, man. You come in and be ready, and Coach Carter number, go out there and hoop, man. I've been hooping for a long time. I get my rock from the Bahamas and Pinedale, and that's been my story, man. And I'm just blessed to be out there to play an NBA game, and regardless of what happens, man, I'm thankful to be playing.
Well, you're handling your business well, young man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
Make you look like that Jordan meme. Woke up.
Woke up, got straight to it. Running like I'm late to it. Got so much drive, I need brake fluid. Don't do it like the Bay do it. Sheesh. I'ma get the trying. Sheesh. You ain't got a boy, you lying. Sheesh. DB. Round in the lab like I'm DD. Me and my pops built this like wood shop. The brakes went out, I wish I could stop. I ain't no mechanic, but I made the hood pop. Came from the bottom, I need. We been on the grind all weekend, deep in. Flow water, the deep end. We been them corners and let it swing.
Woke up. Tomorrow I'ma do it again. And tomorrow I'ma do it again. And tomorrow I'ma do it again. Woke up. And tomorrow I'ma do it again. And tomorrow I'ma do it again. And tomorrow I'ma do it again.